sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two teams here playing for pride as the final week of the NFL season is underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Space to maneuver at the 40. There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes the score 7-0.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
With about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Brought down by William.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. He'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
1-yard gain.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43-yard line.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league in offense, number 32. What changes might they make?
And this where you have to be almost like a chess master as a general manager, because you have a few things at your disposal that you need to use. Obviously the draft, free agency, maybe you can make some trades, but also look at your practice squad. Have you been grooming players to promote and give them an opportunity to play as well? That way, you start to supplement as well as replace guys that need it.
And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Brought down by Von Bell.
The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
He'll have a 1st down past the 40. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals' 14-yard line. A big play on 3rd there for the Steelers. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And now look at him go. 20.
Take off your helmet and
all
get
the
it.
way in for a Cincinnati score.
Touchdown.
Joe Mixon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this 1st quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted, and now with that lead that we're seeing, Can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Bengals 14, Steelers 7. Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. But we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff, you got to go and make the tackle right away.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Boswell for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at the 40. Going to give this time to the tailback. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. These two teams all tied after one.
14-14.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
43-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And he fends him off. Steps away to his left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
14-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. This will be caught just inside the 10. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
2 yards.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon.
Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Bengals 21, Steelers 14. Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And to give this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And that is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
to punt on 4th down. Here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
42-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get...
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Sam Hubbard make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Keeps himself upright. And the pressure gets to him again. DJ Reader, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 56 yards. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And Boswell's kick is good. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in this last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
5-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Their own 28-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Right back to him on first down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
He's brought down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. It's a foot race. Past the 20.
That's what it is,
And
baby.
he will
That's
bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Is good.
Bullet good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Steelers 17. Randy Bullock to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Taking it about the 1.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
55. Check 55. You ain't going nowhere. Check.
He'll drop to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Another Steelers first down.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Third down.
Burrow on play action. He finds his running back, Mixon. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
29-yard line.
Around the NFL, third quarter now up in Seattle. And the Colts have scored to move in front. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 28-yard line. That's the end.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will have the Steelers' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Steelers are going to retake the lead. And the kick here no good, but a penalty flag is down. Looks like he got run into. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Steelers 32, Bengals 28.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a first and 10
at their 25-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10.
We're going to give this to Mixon.
There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
7-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second and 9 now. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try to loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
Goal at the 6-yard line.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Now they try the right side here. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Now third and goal.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Being chased out left, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Carl Lawson, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Joe Mixon. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. That's complete to John Ross. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
1st down, Cincinnati.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Boyd. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
For number 20, incomplete. He was covered by Jamal Adams.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. A final shot now for Burrow. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. But, Charles, a 1-score game. down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming. The Hail Mary, they just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long. We'll see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for Pittsburgh, they do finish things out with a victory here in the final week, but the victories were few and far between as they'll end the year 5-11. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they wanted desperately to finish at 500.